Okay, incredible. Another Meet the Players video, and this time well with Psycho from season one, who left the season at top 5, just on the doors of the finale. We'll get started with you, like, giving us a few words to introduce yourself to the other players on the season and maybe the people watching the channel.
Very well. As Yuta introduced me, my name is Psycho, and I was there for Survivor Season 1. Another subtle flex which I'm never ever letting go of was that I was the first person to join the server after Yuta, and then I remember I told Yuta that I am leaving the server and I'll come back when there are people. Then I remember getting it again because I think Yuta was preparing for Survivor when I joined.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
joined,
You left and you came back.
yep. So I joined again, and I'm really, really glad I did. And now I just feel like that old person who has just rejoined again, seeing all the new people there.
Grandpa's back.
And yeah, season 1 was definitely a core memory for me. The movie night which we never had, and me trying to vote Utah out, which just still didn't happen. But yeah, season 1 is definitely in my brain still.
That actually is my next question. I'd be interested to know like how you feel about your experience in season one, like the good memories or maybe the bad ones that you get. Like, are you satisfied with the track record that you had in that season?
Season 1, what I'd say is my team records, I really liked it because Team Aqua for the win any day. And it, my team seasons was fun. And after that, Utah threw the twist that there won't be teams anymore. Everyone is just against everyone.
Mhm.
And I remember just DMing Utah all the time that what is this format? What is that format? Because Tiny Brain Gang assemble. But yeah, yeah, it definitely was very, very fun. I like the unique twist on Pokemon there because I do feel after a couple of years it gets repetitive. And thanks to Survivor, there was a twist. And now even got my friends invited in the server. They were also asking me that can we also join the Survivor? So who knows, they might come for the next season. They're
Oh,
already there for the current two.
that'd be really fun. The season 4 will probably be sometime next year, but that's cool knowing that we have people interested in that. Um,
Look, yep.
So, we've talked about your experience on the season. So, what, like, you receive a message from me asking you if you want to do it again. It's All Stars. It's a different format now. So, what made you decide to be like, yes, it's been almost a year. I want to be back and I want to play again.
I am gonna leave this to fate because I just revived myself on Discord, and at the same time the this All Stars thing is happening. So I was a bit reluctant to join at first, but then I because as I told you that I'll be in multiple leagues,
Yeah.
and as I just came back to competitive battling, I didn't want to burn myself out. But I believe for the Survivor weeks which there are, I feel it's just you have to go in a different mind space, and it's just not the sweating. You cannot sweat like, okay, this is a particular draft set which is there, because I'm just remembering my Swampert set. That was a week where just I could use moves which started with S. So that's just
Oh,
unique. You cannot
uh,
practice for it, and nobody else
yeah.
can practice for it. So everyone is basically on the same field. So I like that aspect, and that's why. And just meeting the people who did play with me, and like season 2 and season 3 players. So it's just a fun aspect, I think, to rejoin and then play with them again.
Well, speaking of those players, do you have any bets on players that might be in the season, on formats that maybe back or like new formats? Any predictions of the format of the season also? Because I've hinted that the format of the whole season was going to be a bit different this season.
Definitely, there are some players who I'm looking forward to. And I only know people who were there in season one.
Mhm.
So the people who I'm looking forward to are definitely Fox, Alison, Jilly, and Mavs, and of course Pointman.
Sadly,
And
Portman won't be joining us because he's hosting the YouTube with us, but that's not a closed door. It might come at some point. So yeah, any like predictions on formats or like the format of the season?
format predictions, Survivor is such like a tour style which you cannot predict really. Even if I'm like on week three, I don't think I'll be able to predict week four.
Yeah.
And that's just hats off to you, Utah. I don't know where you get that creativity from, and I'm quite jealous of that.
Thank you. I mean, I also get a lot of ideas from the players. Like more and more, I have people in my DMs being like, "Oh, this would be a cool format idea." So I just like write them and have a backup of possible formats.
Definitely. So, just one thing which is coming to my mind is, um, what can I say? Maybe like, uh, we have like the power mons and stuff. So I believe that could come to play, and I'm looking forward to them because I have not played any of the variations which were introduced in the server after season one. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Power Mons is always kind of floating around Survivor. There's always like a format or two that touch upon Survivor, Power Mons, so it's a safe bet. Do you have speaking of formats, do you have any like formats that you remember fondly from season one? Like any favorites, maybe?
As I said before about the first letter one, so if I had like a
Oh,
Swampert, I could use like Sizzlypede, and not
Alphabet
Sizzlypede. What was
Ultimatum.
that? Sizzly Slide. And I remember my Thunderers could use Technoblast, and
Oh,
Glastrier could use the Bitten Hammer. That was definitely a good season. And I remember a draft one where if it was the same Pokemon, both teams didn't get it.
oh yeah. I don't remember the name of that. Prisoner's Dilemma, I think.
I'm not sure
But
about that either. And there was
it
also
was.
that one. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah, the Chinese Whisper, I think, where a mon, the previous mon, you can take a move from the previous mon.
Yeah,
So I remember people pairing Rillaboom and Primarina. They took Rillaboom's Boom Burst and then Primarina's Liquid Voice Boom Burst. So there was
yeah.
that.
Those kind of like Chinese Whispers actually made a comeback in season three, and because people really like that format, like it always comes up.
My most favorite, I'll have to say, I'm not sure what that week was, but where you gave like certain mons certain abilities and certain moves. Like I remember my Tokol having Infernal Parade and then another move. Something like this, where I was facing, I think, Red Wings, and he had a stall team, and my Tentacruel with Water Bubble just destroyed that team. I remember
I
that vividly.
I don't remember that format just right now, but it
I
might
think it
come
was
up.
illegal experiments.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think that's it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a few formats that you like. I'm glad you like a lot of them. I hope that you get to enjoy as many formats in this season. Um, Speaking of this season, you got fifth on your season. You are just short of the finale. Is there anything that you're doing differently this season? Is there something that you're changing?
something about changing. This season, I think, happened like a year before, if I'm
Mm.
correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
was almost a year from now.
hmm. So I believe after that, I have been into Showdown a bit. I used to only play like random battles and didn't know how to make teams then. Right now, I kind of understand how to make teams and the team composition a bit better. So there's that. And my another strategy which I have been following in my recent drafts is doing my matches on Monday because I don't want to give my opponent the time nor myself the time to overthink about the team. I feel overthinking and changing sets is always there in a draft player's head. doing mocks and everything. And if it's like a solo league in the start, then of course I'll do that. But if it's like a team thing, then I'll of course ask my team because that makes it a tad bit easier. So in solos, I believe I have not bragging, but I think I've gotten a little better than before. And of course, even my opponents have also improved themselves. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to just fighting again in Survivor and see what Utah has in his mind about the formats.